live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Hey, hey, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going live. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, yeah, we going. Yeah, 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 we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line. Hey.
All right, we in topics now. And this topic number one is long overdue. Long overdue. And I think in the past, I've said something to the effect of, I never want to see someone lose their job.
Correct. You have many times.
I lied. Because when I heard that Urban Meyer was out in Jacksonville, I asked the same question that you put right here. What took so long?
No, for real. Like, and that's absolutely not our thing is about people losing their jobs. So no. But when you're not qualified for the job, you shouldn't just have it just because you were given the job.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I think just some of the things that he's done, you know, and I try not to make every situation. I knew you were going to go, because that's in my head. A racial thing.
I know.
I don't think
the first thing
coach of color gets this much leeway that he's got.
Absolutely. The first thing with the recording of you inappropriately doing whatever you was doing with that.
Oh, that wasn't the first thing? That wasn't the first thing? The first thing was hiring the coach, the strength and conditioning coach from Iowa. You remember we had the story talking about Iowa and the strength and conditioning coach making some racial comments to some of the black players?
Oh.
And he got fired. You remember Kirk Ferentz, I think that's his name, the head coach.
Mm-hmm.
You remember we were talking about, the conversation we had was like, I felt like he should be fired, which is crazy. And you said that, you know, you felt like he deserved some grace in that instance.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't him.
It was
he hired the guy. It was his assistant.
Right. And you don't control other people's thoughts or right.
Mm-hmm. But that was his guy. And I felt like he at least had an inkling that some of this was going on and that he should be fired because of that.
Yeah.
So he wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
After that came out, Urban Meyer decided to hire him.
Okay.
And that was the first thing where I was like, the caucasity.
Ding, 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 ding. Oh, God.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. But it is. I mean, this is a clear cut. So if that's the beginning, and then we could just keep talking about all of the things that he's done, all of these infractions, all of these, unheard of crazy things that he's done, just repeatedly, just continue. Mm-hmm. That's white privilege.
Oh yeah,
at its finest,
for sure.
That's and I'm not. And again, we don't try to make everything about race, but that is a blaring white privilege thing, because like you just were saying, there's no way a coach of color would have made it. He would have got that higher in, because that would have been you coach, that's who you want. We don't understand it, but okay. But the moment you did what you did with that girl,
you've been gone.
Bye-bye. We're gonna see you later, sir. So the fact that you got to continue and then abuse people, because that's what that was.
Yeah.
Verbally and then physically.
You kicked your kicker?
Excuse me, sir? What are we doing?
He kicked the right one.
He showed it. You noticed it was the kicker. You noticed it was the kicker.
One of them defensive linemen.
Listen, anybody, skill player, it don't matter. Yeah, watch what happens. Yeah.
Man.
So I'm not. It makes me think back to the fact that there are just some college coaches who just do not need to try to make it across that threshold. They just don't.
Yeah.
They don't have the, yeah. And here's my thing. If these are the things you were doing there, at the college level even, then there's a problem there too. Because the story just came out this week. Who was that? Now I can't think of who the coach was.
What did he do?
I'll have to find it. It was a story. I think he was verbally abusive to the players. I can't remember who it was now, though. Dang it. It might come back to me. But either way, it definitely was something to pay attention to. Sorry, y'all. My dog over here moving around. Like, don't tear down the green screen, sir. Thank you. So, but yeah, I can't remember who it was right now. But either way, this is a problem. And I think it needs to be addressed across the board, that you feel like this is okay. Yeah. This type of behavior, this type of abusive behavior is not okay. Well, oh my gosh, who was it? Because whoever this was, it might not have been football. It'll come to me. I can't remember. Okay. It was, but when I saw the story and the players were coming forward and saying, yeah, this happened, or I watched this happen, or I witnessed this, I was like, whoa.
I vaguely remember hearing something about that this week.
Yeah, somebody. It was somebody big too. It's a big name person, whoever it is. They were just being rude and ugly. Oh, I know who it was. It was Dallas Mavericks. What's his name? Rick
Carlisle?
Rick Carlisle.
Oh, did not know that. Okay.
Yes, Rick Carlisle. Pretty much your boy Luka has never liked him.
Okay.
Because of the way he treated other people.
Yeah.
The way he Luka became really close with this guy, and I'm sorry, y'all, we all lost. He became close with this guy, one of the players when he first got there, that they had the same position. Oh, we're gonna have to do this story. I'm not even gonna talk about it anymore. We're gonna talk about this next week. Okay. Because it was big. Like, I read the entire article. Like, some of the staff, all of these people were coming out about how he was treated. And I said, Steve, this is a problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we'll jump into that next week, because I gotta read that article. I'm interested in that.
Oh yeah, it was ugly. It was ugly. But the point being the same thing, like that you can't just treat people any kind of way. And people listen. Marvin Jones was like, no.
Yeah.
I don't know who you think you're talking to. See, you notice he didn't kick him though.
No, he did not.
It would have been one of them PJ Carlissimo Trail Spreewell. You would have got Spreewelled up on this. Please believe it.
That's it. That made me think about Cedric the Entertainer. I got that Trail Spreewell type of comedy. Choked it.
Don't play. Let's go.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, this is. I'm glad that they've rectified, because Khan was really standing his ground. Like, no, he's our guy. Blah blah blah. So I'm glad it finally, like, he made it where you didn't have any choice. I think, honestly. Yeah. So,
good riddance.
Yep. I don't want to see you until you go get some help.
Yeah.
Because that's what you need. Till you go get some counseling, something. So you need some
types of help.
Cultural sensitivity training, some counseling, all of those things, so that before you go and destroy somebody else's life. Yeah. Yeah, because if you go back to the college ranks, you could easily destroy somebody at that level. Right. So we don't want that. It speaks volumes of what might have happened with so many of the Ohio State players that came out into the NFL, or were supposed to be really good at the NFL level, who were under you. Like, this makes you scratch your head about a lot of stuff. Florida, like, Yeah. Because Tim Tebow had the Lord on his side. That's why you didn't get to him. And he was your guy. So
he did coach Aaron Hernandez.
Next topic.
And so Steph says that he regrets talking junk about hitting 16 threes. He said it put too much pressure on him to do it at home.
Yeah. But he did it. It wasn't at home.
It wasn't at home, though. He did it.
Congratulations,
Steph. Congratulations to Steph Curry. And I want to look into the camera right now. Let me get close and say that you have a certified life coach right here who we are positioning and politicking for her to be your life coach. So you can reach out to us at the field to how did I forget the email address? I
don't know.
Field the number 2 the real podcast at gmail.com so that you can get in touch with her and we can make sure that we get her out there to you to be your personal life coach.
I'm ready. Let's go.
I know you've seen the hashtags. As a matter of fact, I'm about to start adding you. But congratulations, sir.
Yes, congratulations. And I feel his this just speaks volumes to his spirit.
Yeah.
And the person that he is, that he would it wasn't even probably feeling comfortable to talk the trash, right?
Right. Yeah.
And then so for you to humbly come back and be like, that was wrong.
Yeah,
I shouldn't have done that. That wasn't good. It just speaks volumes to the person that he is. Like you always saying, I can't stand the Warriors, but I can't not like Steph.
It's hard to like dislike.
It's hard to not like Steph Curry because it's
hard to dislike all of them though. Maybe Clay. It might be a little easier to dislike Clay, but even Draymond. Like when you see Draymond I'm saying that because Clay isn't as like he isn't as on the scene or he doesn't talk as much.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's just quiet. That doesn't make him bad. You
can make up in your mind like he's probably a jerk. You know what I'm saying? Like but with Steph and Draymond, when you see him like them and having conversations and stuff like that, it's like kind of hard to dislike these guys. Yeah. And I love Kevin Durant's game, but like I can find a reason to not like him more than I can find reasons not to like Steph. Steph is the one that's complete for me because I like his game and his person. I like Kevin Durant's game and I like LeBron's person. So you get what I'm saying? Like these are the top 3 in my head that are playing in the league right now. So Steph is the complete package out of the 3 to me. Yeah. Well, you know my goat is.
Well, I know how you feel about your goat, but I'm just saying this for me.
Kevin Durant is from the crib. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that I can't stamp for him is those ashy ankles. I'm not going to do that with him. I'm going to send him a bottle of Palmer's, either the cocoa butter lotion or the coconut oil lotion.
Is it a full moon out? What's happening with us today?
I'm
sending him.
I'm going to send a bottle of lotion.
You just gave him a whole.
I did. Listen.
Like if it can fix ashy ankles.
Y'all ain't even listen. If y'all give me a lifetime supply of this coconut oil lotion and the coconut butter lotion, y'all ain't even got to pay me. When I tell you this stuff does wonders, wonders. There you go, Palmer's. There goes your free promotion. Now, somebody reach out to me so I can get some lotion. Thank you, guys.
Thank y'all. Please help my brother. Get him the lotion, coconut lotion, right now.
Send Katie his first.
It's so many things I want to say, but I'm going to leave that alone because I want to ask, does it work on your hair too? Anyway.
Next topic. So we've had this conversation honestly for a few years now.
Yeah.
And, I think we both, as much as I wanted to see it, we both kind of thought like this would be a slow train, nothing that would like start to happen immediately,
Right.
And even like some of the things that we've seen, we wouldn't see it on such a large scale, right? But the first domino to drop was McCord Maker, who decided to take his basketball scholarship. Well, he's decided to take his talents to DC.
Yep.
And he signed. He was the top 5 recruit in basketball. Signed with Howard University.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no disrespect to Mr. Maker. What Dion did with Travis Hunter, the number 1 player in the entire country, is unreal. Now, maybe with NIL and now players being able to be paid
a little more level,
this kind of levels the playing field a little bit.
Absolutely.
But to flip the number 1 person in the country to not only go to an FCS school, and this is the first time the number 1 player in the country, since they've been ranking them like this is the first time the number 1 player in the country has gone to an FCS school, and he goes to an HBCU. Now, I saw a little bit, and just a little bit of chatter about, well, this helps Jackson State and this helps Deion Sanders, but, what about the other HBCUs? Listen.
Oh, it started a firestorm.
Yes, this is a win for all HBCUs.
Absolutely.
And we saw this on signing day, where Howard University, now obviously I'm partial, I'm an alum. Howard University signed 6 3-star recruits. Some of these recruits had scholarships to Power 5 conference schools, and they were able to flip them and bring them to Howard University. Now, the ranking goes up to 5-star.
Yeah.
So you got 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star. So a 3-star recruit is a recruit that fills out the roster for some of these Power 5 conferences. So for them to go to HBCUs, we are starting to see this tide turn a lot quicker than I think either of us expected.
I'm okay with that. Suddenly. Yeah. Yes, God.
Suddenly.
Yes, God.
Bamboo season.
Yes, it is. Bamboo season for HBCUs. Right. Let's go.
Shout out to Pastor Mike Todd. Bamboo season.
Yes. Yes, bamboo season. Let's go. Now, y'all don't be bamboozled by that blessing. Don't be bamboozled.
Please.
Take care of what God is blessing you with. Come on,
yes,
now.
Lord.
So yeah, preach. But no, I didn't go to an HBCU, but I have an affinity for HBCUs, and so I swell with pride. Yeah, watching these young men and women, because we I feel like this is just going to be a domino effect to sports. Period. Making the decision to choose.
Yeah.
It's not because it has been historically the settle type mentality. I'll settle and go to for a lot of these athletes, right? But making the actual choice from the beginning to say, no, this is what I need. And I really, in my heart of hearts, we know, Deion probably came in and made the facilities a lot nicer at Jackson State. We've had conversations about what Howard's facilities look like already. So these young men who've made these decisions to attend these schools are not doing it based on the quote unquote benefit, the stuff that like when I Am Athlete talked about this, and Channing kept saying, Channing Crowder was saying, oh, no way these kids are going to choose to go to, an HBCU over one of these, Power 5 schools because of the facilities and what they offer them and the opportunities. These kids are making conscious decisions because it's beyond football. And that is the part that I feel like makes me swell in this. They are making these. This is not about the fact that now I get to go be on TV. This is not I get these fresh new, all these perks that come with going to a PW. It's not I need to be nurtured as a man or as a human being. And this is the place where I will receive that nurturing.
Right.
And now I can be found anywhere.
Yeah.
Like I don't have the fear anymore between the NIL and just social media in general. They can be found anywhere.
They come get you anywhere.
Podunk University can have somebody that plays in the NFL now. So it is not, that's not what it is. And so I love that they're making a conscious and intentional, this is, as a life coach, this is my thing to people, make conscious and intentional decisions. What is good for you at a whole? Like, don't let something put you in a box. And I love it. They are stepping outside of what the box says. And the people that are in the box are pissed.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Did you hear the guy who was screaming on, I don't know if it was Twitter or if it was Clubhouse, but he was a Florida State fan, I believe, or former coach. And he was just ranting and raving on Clubhouse about this. I just think a lot of people upset. And now, shout out to Charlamagne for saying this. We got to protect Deion at all costs.
For sure, because they coming for him. Yeah.
So you hear something wild,
try to find out. Yeah.
Right? If you hear something wild about Deion,
don't believe the hype.
Yeah.
No, because they're gonna make up some stuff. They got to at this point. How do they get? See, now the power structure has been compromised. So now they got to figure out, how do we regain our power structure? And we already see, just in what the story we talked about before, Steph, they'll do whatever they need to do.
Right.
They'll be however they need to be. They'll be cutthroat, ugly. The same people that's smiling in your face will cut your throat if they have to get what they want. So we are, Lord, we call in a hedge of protection. The good thing is, we know Deion's a man of faith, and he loves, so he's not gonna be moved by whatever is said, and that's a good thing. But we just, Lord God, as the people who see what he's doing, come alongside him to just say, be a hedge of protection around him, because let no weapon formed against him prosper.
Amen. If you remember a little bit of his Hall of Fame speech, like I feel like this is just, an extension of that. It's a manifestation of that. You know what I'm saying? Like he talked about provoking change in that speech. And like to do something like this, you know what I'm saying? Like he didn't have to do this.
Well, first of all, he didn't have to go to Jackson State. We can start there.
Right. Yeah. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah. It's Deion Sanders.
Well,
he could have waited. Florida State would have been happy to have him come.
No, but that's the thing. He wanted to go to Florida State initially because it was his alma mater. So apparently Florida State was like, and that's what the guy was ranting about in the I think it was Twitter, because Twitter kind of took kind of the functionality of Clubhouse, which made Clubhouse obsolete. The guy was ranting about the fact that when they hired Mike Norvell a couple of years ago, Deion wanted that job initially.
I remember that.
And then he made the decision to go to Jackson State after they told him that he didn't have enough experience as a coach. Well, we'll see now.
Right. I bet y'all wish y'all could call him now. Yeah. They probably tried, and he's not taking their calls at this point. I'm good where I'm at. Thanks.
We're good over here.
We're good. Yeah, we're good. This is the work God. See, that's the thing that I love about it, and why I say I love he's a man of faith, because now he understands, I'm sure, that this was that door was closed on purpose for this door to be open, because he is the conduit to make the change.
Yeah.
And he had to be that. It had to be Deion. Had to be somebody that's practically untouchable by them. to be the one to push this envelope, right?
Yeah.
It had to be. And so thank you, Dion, for braving and being that pioneer and making such a huge decision that's changed the lives of so many people at this point. And so we just, I love it. I love to see it. It's gonna be some more. We just gonna keep hearing these stories of these guys. I know I read something, I've forgotten who it was, like a couple of kids are in the transfer portal to go to HBCUs from Power 5 schools too.
Oh yeah. Well, so Travis Hunter was just the biggest because he was the number one recruit.
Number one, right.
Well, Jackson State also has transfers from University of Miami, Texas A&M, Florida State.
Yeah.
And I know it's a couple of other schools. I want to say Missouri and a couple of other schools, but Power 5 conference schools. Like, I don't believe that it'll be many more years to where they won't be able to either compete with some of these, maybe not Power 5 right away, but compete with some of these FBS schools, or make the leap to FBS themselves.
Yeah.
And that right there too would be a win for Black colleges. FAMU tried to make that leap when I was in school, and it wasn't successful. Shout out to FAMU for even daring to do something like that.
Right.
But,
no, it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. And I hope that what happens is some of these kids who, what I don't want to happen though, is some of these kids who aren't these ranked kids, aren't power, aren't 5-star, 3-star, 4-star, 3-star kids, don't get pushed out to the point that they don't have anywhere to go.
Oh yeah.
That's what I don't want to happen. So I'm hoping that there's opportunity to balance this thing, like because you just mentioned probably about, that makes what for Dion, maybe about 8 or 9 kids that are coming. You got your 5-star plus these other kids that are transferring in.
Right. Like,
I don't want that to take away from the kids who because again, there are some kids that this is their only.
Right. So I don't think that it will. I think that it just improves the ecosystem in Black college, because those kids now, they may not be getting recruited by Jackson State, and they may not be going to Jackson State, but they may still be getting recruited by Alabama State.
Yeah.
Or they may still be getting recruited by Alcorn or FAMU or Bethune. And so, like, it really, I think it just improves the ecosystem. And some of those kids.
I hope so.
Huh?
I said I hope so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it just improves the pool, and some of these kids may, if it's their dream and their goal to get the opportunity to play at a bigger school, that may open up the door for them to play at one of those big schools or whatever. So
this is true. They got to fill their spots. They're missing some kind of way.
They're missing something. Yeah. So those spots got to be filled.
Yeah, that might level the playing field for real. Yeah. Okay. Well, kudos, first of all, to Travis Hunter.
Yes.
For being a brave soul and thinking beyond just football.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because this decision has to be beyond just football.
Bigger than football.
And so being willing to be a vessel to be used by God to start something that could totally change the landscape of college football, and opening the door for so many other people. So thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Good luck, sir, by the way.
Definitely.
Good luck. Good luck. Yeah.
Now put the cameras on me, 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 put the cameras on me.